In this video, we're going to have a look at how we can add extra sprites or extra animations to our actors. So in this one, I'm going to use our favorite example of area invaders. So I'm going to open up the game, then I'm going to go across to actors. Now the actor I want to add the extra animations to are both the enemy ship and the false enemy. But to begin with, I'll start off with the false enemy. So the false enemy itself, this is the guy that appears on the splash screen, and then when it hits to the splash card, the aliens all run away. So notice that there are 4 different types of animations here, and the default one is the one with the star here, so this green alien. What we want to do is we want to add 2 more to this collection of aliens. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down into the left hand corner and click on the plus icon. Now it's going to give me a blank animation board. Then I'm going to go in here and click here to add a frame. Then I'm going to click on choose image. Then I'm going to grab this panel of images that I've already got done. I'll load that in, and then notice that we've got 4 images by 3 images. So what we need to do is we need to split this panel up. So notice for columns and rows, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 columns, and then 1, 2, 3 rows. So I'm going to type in 4 columns, 3, 3, 3 rows, like so. And what we can see is that we've imported all of these images and they've been all split. So what we've got is 4 by 3 images. So it's pacing through all of them. Now we don't want all of these because we've already got the green, the blue, the orange, and the purple. What we want is the red and the yellow. So to begin with, I'm just going to get rid of all of the ones I don't want, like so. Now I've got my red and my yellow, but I want them in separate animations. So I'm simply going to duplicate by clicking on this guy, then going down into the duplicate symbol and clicking on that. Now I've got 2. For the first one, I'm going to delete the yellow, and I'm going to name it red. For the second one, I'm going to delete the reds, and similarly, I'm going to name it yellow. Perfect. Now, the next problem is that the animations are playing at a much faster rate than the other ones. So these guys are playing at about every half a second they change to the different frame, whereas these guys, it's really rapid. So I'm going to slow it down, and the way I'm going to do that is for each frame, I'm going to double click, change it from 100 milliseconds down to 500. Now what we can see is this red one's way slower, so it's in comparison to all the other ones here. So I'm going to do it to the same to the yellow one as well, because it just looks mental like that. Perfect. So what we've done is we've managed to add 2 new animations to our false enemy actor. Now the next thing is we have to tell the code that we've got 2 more sprites that we can reference, or 2 more animations we can actually reference. So I need to go across into the code, which is in the events, and then we have to look at the when created. So I'll just drag everything out here. And let's have a look at the code. So the first line of code is set health points to 3. So pretty much this isn't what we're interested in. This is setting the amount of health that the alien has. But let's have a look at the next line of code. It says set enemy type to a random integer between 0 and 3. So looks a little bit ambiguous, but this line of code here is actually what we're interested in. So you've got 0, 1, 2, 3. So there's 4 different types of animations. So we originally had 4 different types of animations here. And what it's doing is it's saying randomly pick one of the animations. And then if we go down to the next few lines of code, based on the type of enemy we get, or the type of number we get, it's going to pick the actual animation. So if enemy type is 0, it's going to give us a blue animation. If it's 1, it's going to give us a green. For 2, it's going to give us orange. And for anything else, it will be purple. So what we need to do is we need to tell the program that there's not 4 different types of animations, there's actually 6. So because we're starting at 0, to get 6, we go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there are 6 unique numbers here, but it starts from 0, so that's why it says 5. So that piece of code is now fixed up. Now we have to add the 2 new pieces of code. So I'll break up this block and then I'm going to duplicate the middle one. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add a condition for the, we'll say the purple will go in here. And then we have to add in our red and our yellow. So putting it back together, we've got condition 1 or condition 0, we've got a blue. Condition 1, we've got a green. Condition 2, we've got an orange. Then for condition 3, we've got purple. And we'll say now for condition 4, we're going to get a red. And for condition or any other condition, we're going to get a yellow. So that's got to go in the otherwise block. Now, putting everything back together, what we'll find is if we run this game now or test this game now, what we should see are not just 4 aliens, but we'll see all of these types of aliens now on the splash screen. So this is all well and good just for the splash screen, but we also need to change it for the enemy ship. So to do that, we simply repeat the process that we did over in the false enemy, but over here as well. And that will give us 6 aliens when we're playing the game as well. So this was a video on how we add new animations for this particular game into the game itself.